Ghostly roommate, not happy with new tenant, grabbed him by the head and bounced him around the living room. The newlyweds became roommates with a female ghost, but the couple had a hard time adjusting to the fact that she always flashed her lights every time she appeared. Cowardly Matthew often stayed at the convenience store after work, afraid to come home. His wife came up with a bold plan. They listed the house they had just rented as a sublet. Lucy disguised herself as a real estate agent. The first client who came through the door was very pleased with the light. They sat on the couch and were pleased with the interior. Lucy thinks she's finally out of the haunted house. The ghostly roommate gets angry. The clients are startled by the vibration of a table. Lucy explains that it's an earthquake. But what kind of earthquake shakes a table? Lucy tries to explain. The ghostly roommate shakes the whole building. Several people fall over. The clients run out the door in fear. Lucy tries to hold them back at the back of the room, but they don't even bother with their shoes. They just want to run for their lives. A second client arrives and examines the toilet solemnly. He's not very happy with the decor. The couple sends the client down the stairs in a daze. The client turns around and says,
계약한다고요.
this is a surprise for them, but the ghostly roommate doesn't like the male tenant. The couple stood by and watched as their roommate tortured the client. The client seizes the opportunity to run for the door. Lucy is once again behind the door. Matthew is once again offered a pair of used shoes. Soon, a third client arrives. She quickly decides that she can pay and sign the contract now. Lucy is excited to serve her. Suddenly, a man behind her collapses on the floor. The client turns around and is startled. Lucy realizes that it's her husband. She tries to wake him up, but Matthew is possessed by his ghostly roommate. He gets up from the floor, with a grimace on his face, and tries to scare off the client. Once again, escapes without shoes. Lucy returns to the house in despair. Matthew is back to normal. It seems the ghostly roommate only wants to live with the two of them. At night, a friend comes over for drinks. Lucy suddenly sits up from the couch. Matthew introduces his wife to his friend, and Lucy jumps at him trying to make out. Matthew stops Lucy. It's obvious that she's possessed by a ghost. Finally, a police officer patrolling the house notices something unusual in their house.